What up, what up, what up? Double M's, it's your boy Keys.
And it's your girl Mandy.
And we back
with another video.
Yeah.
And this time we're doing KFC. We have a 10-piece here, some biscuits, and we have their cinnamon biscuits. Cinnamon roll biscuits, I guess, is with the Cinnabon. You know, everybody doing that. Pizza Hut got their little deal, and now KFC got their little cinnamon biscuits. And we got some mashed potatoes and gravy, and we got some coleslaw, and we're gonna get into this. What, baby? Let's do it.
Most loving and gracious Father, thank you for all your many blessings you bestowed upon us. Thank you for our friends and loved ones coming in to join us. Add a blessing unto them and unto this food in Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Get you.
You got your fork?
Yeah, I got a fork. Right.
Okay. I like the coleslaw because it's more vegetable, like, you know, because they ain't too creamed out.
Y'all, I still got some of that sauce.
You got that B-Love hot sauce. Give me a little mashed potato and gravy. Y'all. Good. They sure gave us a lot of legs.
Oh boy.
We like legs anyway, though. Man.
Y'all, that first initial bite.
I got my crystals hot
That
sauce.
be having me because I'm be so hungry. But this B-Love hot sauce with KFC chicken. I thank you. There you go.
They go together.
Yeah.
Make a good couple. I like crystals or Texas Pete, y'all. And I was raised on Crystal's hot sauce. So my mama ever bought. We got some Tabasco in there too, though. Tabasco to me is good on certain stuff. You know?
I forgot. I want some coleslaw. But I want some gravy on it.
You want gravy on your coleslaw?
Yeah.
Oh, really? That is weird to me. I ain't never heard nobody say it like that. You like it like that?
Y'all, it tastes good.
I wish we got one on your taste bud. Yeah. Good. He said yeah.
It's good to me because I've been doing it since I was little.
Aw. It's some good eating, y'all.
Because everything is super fresh.
It is fresh and good. And I guess that it had a large containers because they gave us large coleslaws in these and a large mashed potato in this right here, y'all. And I ain't never seen them do that before. But I wasn't mad. I wasn't complaining. Man, what we said we were going to talk about? I forgot. We said it a couple of days ago. I don't forgot now. Something about employment, employee relations and stuff like that. That's what we was going to talk about. I bet.
Different things that go on at the job.
Oh, yeah.
You know, cause your boy put his 2 weeks in, and boy, I get treated some type of way.
Yeah, Keith put his 2 weeks notice in at work. And they act like they big mad. But what do you want him to do? He's relocating. He's not going to be here anymore. And then more important than relocating, the mindset is just different. What you want, baby?
Oh.
A little wing?
No, that was the one you just had.
No, I had this my wing right here, baby.
Oh. Hey, look.
She's so tiny.
Yeah, they wings like, man, look.
Looking like little wing gigs.
Even. Yeah. That's what we was going to talk about, y'all. But
What we talking about it?
then you know, what your hobbies are, you know, what you into, why you leaving.
And mind you talking about people who've never ever, desired to have a conversation with him, never engaged him in a conversation outside of, workload or whatever they were discussing with work pertains to. People just not being nosy all of a sudden, acting overly concerned. You ain't concerned, you just being nosy.
Yep.
You just want to know what I got going on. Because Keys never pick up any overtime. When they call and say, can he work an extra shift, he never picks it up.
And we always
going somewhere.
We always going somewhere. How can you always be going somewhere? I looked at them like, and shook my head.
People think because you work in a hospital or because you work in the medical field or because you clock in or clock out, and if you don't do it as much as they do it, they trying to figure out how you surviving out here. And I'm going to tell you something. Part of how you survive is your mindset.
I do not have, and I was going to say this before she said that, a poverty mindset.
Mm-hmm.
That's what distanced me from a lot of those at that job.
Mm-hmm.
He walking with his head up in the air, like you better than us. No, in an instance, I don't think I'm better than you all, but I do think I got some can-do-ness about myself.
And then on top of that, why? Y'all excuse my nails, I gotta get them done. But why do people think because you feel you deserve more, or because you aspire to be more, or you aspire to change the way you live, or change how much you spend your time doing things that you value in life? Why do people feel like because you think like that or you believe that for you, that it somehow diminishes them? What I believe for me and what I do for me doesn't have any say on how your life will go, because only person that control what will happen for you is you.
That's right.
So if you feel like working that job, working overtime, getting your 3 to 6 hours of PTO every 2 weeks is enough for you, then it's enough for you. But it's not enough for me. It's not enough for me. You think about it. You work on a job 12 months out the year. Okay? We're not even going to count the hours, because some of y'all working mad overtime.
Mad.
Woo! And then when Uncle Sam snatched the taxes, you really ended up right where you started. Then you got a job where you're scared all the time you might get fired, so you're going over and beyond, you're picking up all these shifts. And they only giving you maybe 2 weeks, if they even giving you that much time out the year to be away from that job. I hate to say it, but it is a poverty mindset. Because I'm here 11 months, 2 weeks out the year for this place. Sometimes working more than that because of the overtime that I'm picking up. And I'm still not able to get ahead. It's a mindset. It's a mindset thing. It's not about how much money you make. It's what you spend.
That's right.
So
yes.
You have to live your life in a way where you have more time to do the things you love and want to do. People constantly be calling and texting me, asking me, you know, what am I doing? What you got going on? Because they don't understand. Like, dang, you left that place back in March, and you still ain't been on nobody's job? No, I don't have to. It's all about what you tell yourself. It starts in your mind first. When you start having anxieties and depressions and worrying about, oh, I need money. All you telling the universe and telling yourself is, money's furthest thing from me. Money don't come to me. I don't have enough.
Mm-hmm.
I have more than enough.
I need is a shovel to the universe, burying yourself.
And y'all, we ain't trying to get into all the law of attraction and all that kind of stuff. That ain't what it's about. We're just saying that basically, you know.
But it is.
It's about your mindset and what you tell yourself. And when you worry about why I'm able to do what I do and why you can't do it, it's only because of the way we think. It's only because of the way we think. And I'm probably moving a lot different than you are. That's it.
And then I know y'all saying, see, y'all got each other and y'all got both the same.
I get that too. You got a husband. What that mean?
Man.
Even when I didn't have a husband and I was by myself, I had 3 jobs. 3 jobs, y'all. I went full time at none of them. I was PRing at all of them. And I was still able to take 3 weeks off at a time when I wanted to. It was times where I would take 3 weeks and 2.5 weeks off. And people was like, dang, how you able to pay your bills and you ain't worked in 3 weeks or you ain't worked in 2.5 weeks? I was doing it all the time. All the time. It's all about how you set things up for yourself. The same way that job came up with a system and a way to keep you there all the time. Mm-hmm. Same way you got to come up with a system and a way to keep yourself doing what you want to do and making the most of your valuable time for you. And making time for you. You know? If it ain't one thing I've learned in this life is I got one life to live. That's it.
Just like the stories.
Yeah, just like the stories. This is it. This is it, y'all. One life to live. And if I don't make the most of it, I'm going to go on the ground. And then none of these people back here gonna give 2 hella beans about me.
That's right.
Or how I lived, or how stressed I was, or how much overtime I worked. Them things will not be valued. Them things will not be talked about. You just another employee, another number. So no, I make the most of my time. I create my own belief system so that I know that I am great. So that I know that I don't have to succumb to certain things. I don't have to tolerate certain things. And if something is not right, I'm not tolerating it. That's I'm not, because I have options. You have what you say you have. Simple as that. You are what you say you're worth. You worth $100? Okay, you're worth $100. You worth $1,000? You're worth $1,000. You say you're worth $100K? Hey, you're worth $100K. You say you're worth $1 million? You're worth $1 million. It's all about what you say.
So forth and so on.
You know, we sell ourselves short. And we got to stop doing that. We got to stop doing that, y'all. Don't sell yourself short. Don't let, you know, I need to work. You know, don't put that out in the universe. Yeah, we know we got bills. Hey, we know that realistically, you know, hey, I have to go make money to pay my bills. Absolutely. But you got to also go in that job with the mindset that, hey, They need me just as much as I need them. It's a give and a take relationship. We both need each other right now. I mean, let's keep it real. If all the nurses, all the techs, all the doctors walked out the building, if everybody at Dunkin' Donuts say, "Hey, let's get up out of here," who gonna make the coffee? Who gonna pass the donuts out the window? Even down to the most mediocre job in your mind that you would think of. Oh, that's mediocre, working as a cashier or working at. But hey, somebody got to do it.
Yeah. So
there is value in you. And all we're saying is that sometimes these employers don't value their employees. They don't value. And then when you decide to make a move to better yourself and do something great for yourself, they take it personal. The people working in that job take it personal. And then next thing you know, oh, I'm gonna make you work hard in your last 2 weeks here. What you don't understand is I call out on some of these days if I feel like it. I don't get it twisted. Because I don't put a notice in. I mean, I really don't need it now. Okay? The notice is out of respect. See, people got to understand that employers got to change the way they do things, and they got to change the way they communicate in the relationship with their employees, because if they never change those two things, you'll always have a high turnover rate, and you'll always have people quitting and looking for something better. People are going to always be looking for something better until you show them that you are what's better.
That's right.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
Let me tell you something. So, dealing with the patients, you're doing EKGs, you're taking your patients that you have, if they have testings, MRIs, CTs, CAT scans, whatnot. You have to take those patients if they have those ordered. You're also doing ambulation if your patient is a total
care,
and needs to be flipped, needs to be
turned
and all of that, or if they need to be changed and being soiled. With that being said, you still have to chart on all of that, as well as you have transportation coming in, and you have the soiled waste baskets
that have to be changed
out. As I was saying as well, the transportation comes in, brings a patient in for admission. They come off one of the stretchers. They have bed linen on that, so they're throwing in that soiled area, and you have to change that area so it don't look messy on the unit. So in between all of that, you'll possibly have about 10 to 13 patients. Now, with having those 13 patients, they all have those type of orders going in. You're only one person. You work like you got skates on, you getting the job done, you done tuned everybody out, you know what you need to do.
But you know what? Think about this for a minute. How effectively are you getting the job done with lack of resources?
Patient care is out the door. But let me get to this. You're the one getting everything done, making sure all the bags are changed with soil error, getting your patients done, boom, boom, boom. Call comes, oh, your patient in room 111. They need something. They need help going to the bathroom because they're fall risk. But you doing blood in a room down the hallway, and you got an EKG that's due with the troponin level, so you can't leave right away. But you know that patient gonna soil themselves if you don't hurry and get them to the bathroom, and nobody's helping you.
You by yourself.
But they will say this: if you need any help, let me know.
It sound good. It sound good, y'all. Yeah.
It's almost my body crying.
But
I said that to say this. As soon as you leave off the floor, say one of your patients have an MRI. your nurses know, hey, and that particular nurse that's dealing with that patient knows, oh, yep, they call, they have to go to MRI. So you, boom, boom, you tell people, hey, I'm on the move, taking this patient to MRI. Soon as you get halfway to MRI, your phone rings, your call rings. Hey, Keon, a patient needs this, that, and the other. Hey, on my way to MRI, I had to take patient so-and-so. You come back, everything's in a disarray because they so used to you taking care of stuff and doing things as you are taking care of all your 13 patients. Somebody else's patient needing help and you stepping in helping them as well.
It's sad, y'all. It's sad, y'all. And that's just one field of working for an employer. You know, the medical field is really sad because you work really hard and I feel like they don't recognize it enough, you know? They don't care. They know you're working hard. They know what it takes, you know, to actually run it effectively and efficiently, but they're not willing to put that money in. Nope. They're not willing to put that money in and invest so that, you know, nurses and doctors and techs and patients are happy, so they stay.
And working with inadequate supplies to take care of the patient.
That's true. You know, they don't want to spend the money, and even working in substance abuse, the turnover rate is very high with nursing because you're asked to do a lot of things that actually put your nursing license on the line, and then you know you're supposed to be doing CY and cows every 4 hours on these sick patients who are going through alcohol and opiate withdrawals, but yet you're not able to do those CY and cows as often as you are supposed to, especially if the numbers are high. You need to be definitely going there checking that patient sometimes every 2 hours. People are not able to do it because you one nurse taking care of a unit of 20-something patients and you ain't got no help or no proper resources to take care of them.
Same.
Sometimes you ain't even got the medications. I'm telling y'all, and it's nonsense.
Half the time you're dealing with disgruntled patients or heavily agitated patients where you yourself have to be patient because you don't want to get out of your character and be unprofessional.
And then, like I was saying, but then it's like, you know, you're by yourself trying to take care of all these people. You don't have adequate help because there's not enough staff. Because everybody's quitting. Like I said, the turnover rate is so high. And then it goes from there to, you even got a leader, or DON or whatever, nurse manager, who don't want to help, who don't even know how to help. A lot of times these people are put in these leadership roles and they're really not leaders, they're followers. You're putting a follower in a leadership role and they don't even know how to do the job themselves. So they're not helpful towards the staff. The staff is only going to be as good as the leader. So if the leader don't know what they're doing, they all over the place, what you think will happen with the staff? The staff gonna realize, hey, this lady don't even know what she doing. This man don't even know what he doing. Let me get up out of here. Let me get up out of here and find me a place where there's some organization going on, where there's an actual system in place that actually works. People end up quitting. So the turnover rate becomes very high. You already done paid all this money out to train these people, and now they hightail them out the door. Now they gone. They already gone. So now you by yourself trying to take all this stuff, and guess what happens? You end up taking more shortcuts in a little bit, and it becomes your norm. You end up documenting so much stuff that you really didn't do that you don't even know your patients. You don't even know what they look like. Ooh, who is that again? I've heard nurses say it all the time. Who is that again? Call them in here again. Even I have gotten confused at times about who a patient was, especially if I've only seen them one time, or it's my first shift meeting this patient. But to be ongoing every day taking care of patients and you don't know what they look like, you don't know who they are, that's bad. And it happens. And it happens because the nurse is overworked. She don't have the resources that she needs to do the job. So you're only human yourself. Yeah. You're only human yourself.
My wife, Mandy Wright, listen at me, my wife. I heard a nurse say one time, oh, my patient self my patient is self. Self meaning they can get up and they're mobile by themselves, you know, to do things for themselves.
So they self-care.
So I'm good. Now, one time did she go in there and check on that patient because they didn't use the call bell. I was like, man,
Even if they're self-care, you still want, and they can take care of themselves or get around or whatever like that. You still want to go in there and say, hey, Mr. Such Such is coming here checking on you. My name's Such Such. I'm your nurse. Just want to make sure you're okay. Do you need anything? I know that you haven't used the call bell. Just want to make sure you're able to get to it. They tell you they're good. They find everything straight. Okay, you've done your due diligence to check on that patient at least. Or even send your tech in there. Hey, can you go check on such? I know they're self-care, but just go in there and, you know, ask Mr. Lewis, is he okay? Is he doing all right? Do you need anything? They won't even do it.
and if you like me, you automatically going in to do as Mandy said, introduce yourself, let them know what care is going to be given them for that point of time from them reaching there to the unit to the possibility of the time of discharge. So you go in periodically within the hour and checking on them, and the patient say, I haven't seen the nurse since I arrived. Hey man, it's atrocious in these streets.
It's sad. It's really sad, y'all, because nursing and the medical field altogether has become like social media. People just scrolling on the chart, checking off they chart, scrolling and checking like scrolling on Instagram, hitting likes. I'm telling you, it's the same thing. Scrolling through, checking off, scrolling, writing 1-2 liners like a caption. Knowing you can't write no caption for nobody's medical care, but hey, this is what's going on.
And visitors coming in to ask, what room are they loved ones in? And you looking around, and everybody on their cell phone.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It's sad, man. Sad.
And for the good nurses
out there, kudos.
The good doctors, the good techs, people that actually care about the work they do, you know, man, God bless you, because you do a hard job. And we know all too well how hard you work, because we too have done those jobs and have done them for years, you know. Mm-hmm. So we know exactly how you feel or what you're going through, or, you know, when you feel a lack of appreciation. We get it. We totally get it. I just wish there was, you know, more change in the employer versus employee relationship. I wish there was more change there, because I feel like if there was a better communication as far as the employer listening to the employee and understanding what it takes to do the job, instead of barking out orders all the time and not really, you know, you have these employers and these operation managers, CEOs, you know, director of nursing. You have all these people who bark off these orders about what needs to get done, but they don't actually do the work every day.
That's right.
You know, some people say, oh, I used to be a tech. I used to, yeah, when were you a tech? Don't tell me you were a tech back in 1991 or back in 1987. You was a tech when the system and the resources were minimal back then,
or in the 50s,
or a lot different. Yeah, a lot different. The settings were a lot different. Now you trying to tell me about what you used to be back in the day, and I'm telling you right now, the system right now, as of today, is broken, because we have this, that, and the other, or we don't have this, that, and the other. And it's like your only answer to me is get it done. Get it done. And you know your staff having to take shortcuts, but what you'll do is ignore the fact that they're having to take shortcuts, act as if you don't know, so you have deniability, and let it roll like that. Mm-hmm. And that's not right. That's not right. And that's why you have so many people now coming out of medical school and, you know, feeling like, man, this wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I was having a discussion with another nurse that I used to work with. Me and her was talking on Instant Messenger, and she was like, man, I thought it was going to be better than this. I thought it was going to be different. And now, you know, she creating her own business on the side because she realized that it's not all that. She's an RN, and you know, she said, man, it's not what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
And she works for the VA, you know. Mm-hmm. And then she got, you know, a director of nursing targeting her at the VA. I'm like, man, this is sad. You know, target you to get you out the door.
I'm gonna try one of these for y'all, and she most definitely correct. I had the opportunity to switch over from behavior health to the medical side and learn both sides of healthcare, and it was challenging because in medical, you know, you have to know the terminology and this,
and it's a little more hands-on than the psych.
You know, so with psych, you know, you'll do a little bit of vitals, some blood work. In medical, you're going to be doing a lot more. Like I said, EKGs, you may have to do catheterization, but only condom calves, things like that for males, along with array of other things.
Right.
But it was challenging, but it's, you know, as you go along, it becomes easy as you do it routinely.
Yeah, once you do it every day, it becomes a routine. Yeah, you start repetition, it makes, you know, progress.
But while coming into that particular field, you gonna have some boulders. Boulders mean people. You're gonna have some lumps, bumps in the road. People that's gonna come to you and make you feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be tested like no other. I had a person come to me my first day. Didn't know some of the you know, tools and stuff like that to be used with some of these patients. And the lady told me, oh, you're working too slow. Like, what? You got to be freaking kidding me. Oh man, I almost went off in the worst way. But I held my breath, and she seen me holding my breath. So I couldn't say anything outlandish. And I just text my baby, and I commenced to keep on and continue working.
But we just saying all that to say this. This is why a lot of people are leaving the medical field or finding other things that they're passionate about to do because, you know, the systems are not right. And I mean, I've worked at a couple of different places here in Orlando, and the system is broken in all the places that I've been. They're broke down in some kind of way. Some have better ways of doing things. Some have a bit more employees on the floor than others because in psych, you need more people on the floor because of the aggression and the risk for self-harm. So you can't really lax there, but you'll see people try to do it. You will see people try to do it. These companies will try to lax on the staffing, even on the psych unit where they know there's a greater risk for suicide, self-injury, or even them hurting someone else. They'll still try it. But in the psych facilities I've worked, I've seen them have a little bit better staffing than working in substance abuse. Substance abuse, they tend to treat that like, they ain't gonna be aggressive, they ain't gonna have no problems, they'll be all right. And thinking like that is the problem because guess what? When people are under the influence, you don't know what them drugs may cause that person to do.
And she right again.
You don't know, and you can't just assume that because they are voluntarily here for treatment that they're not under the influence of drugs that can cause them to behave erratically or cause them to do some outlandish stuff. You just can't assume that they won't. So my thing is that's why a lot of people are leaving the mental health and substance abuse and medical field because it's wearing and tearing on your body, but it's also wearing and tearing on your mental health.
That's true.
And man, that's why I don't want to go back to it. That's why I don't want to do it no more.
Yep. And we've been blessed. In order, long time coming for both of us
to make a change, just to make a change, and that's what we're doing right now, y'all, making a change because we know how hard it is. We know how hard it is, and we understand it. We just want to say kudos to those who do an awesome job. We know it was Nurses Week, so didn't get a chance to really make a video for the nurses, but hey, happy Nurses Week.
Yeah, happy
Medical Week. Everybody working in the medical field, period. Happiness and blessings to you because you do a hard job. I don't care what nobody say. Even the disgruntled, entitled, ungrateful behind patient who cuss you out, try to become aggressive with you. You know what I'm saying? You go through a lot because you can deal with them kind of patients right on the medical floor.
Oh, you can deal with your own family.
Yeah, true time. Like you say, true time.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Man.
It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. But we hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Boom.
Give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. If you like KFC, let me know if you like the original, if you like the Georgia Gold, if you like the crispy. Y'all, when we got that crispy chicken that time from them, they made it fresh, y'all. The only problem was the guy forgot to put the Georgia Gold on it, which is what we wanted. And then we got home, and the chicken had no
Georgia Gold sauce.
No Georgia Gold sauce.
Remember
and it had
well,
no seasoning. Like it was like bland behind fried chicken. I couldn't get with it.
Remember as well, they do have grill, so if
They
you're
have
looking
grill too, yep.
for that more healthier option, boom, they gonna have it.
They
Now,
gonna
if
have it,
Popeyes did a grilled chicken, they'll be blowing it out the water.
Yeah, Popeyes did a spicy grilled chicken. Oh man. Oh man. It be the bomb. Hey, Popeyes, cut us a check.
Hey, y'all get down there in the comments. Holla at your boy. Holla at your girl.
Ew.
You already know what to do. Hit that subscription button if you haven't already. And hit that bell. Bing, so you can be notified of all the content, all the videos that we have in store for you. You know we love you.
And we'll see you in our next video.
All right, we out.